Hi team. I am outside today because it's lovely. So I'm gonna do our weekly reading out here in, well, this is the shade, but outside in the sun. There is some noise going on, so hopefully you can still hear me. I will project. All right. So we are looking at, gosh, I don't even know the dates right now. But I think this reading will take us into the beginning of September. So we're going Tuesday to Tuesday. Gonna cut the deck into 3 piles. Okay. Stacking them back up. All right. So Aries, your card is the 7 of Swords reversed. I like that there's so much wind in this card, and it's also, as you can see from my hair, windy outside. The 7 of Swords is a card of calculated risk. It's reminding us that resistance isn't always a bad thing. Resistance sometimes is very helpful. Like if you think about sailing, resistance is necessary. It's what makes sailing possible, is the wind going in the sails, and it's that allows us to move forward. So in your communications, I feel, Aries, that you're kind of a leader for us in this, of like trusting your intuition, and even if there is resistance, you know, trusting that you are speaking from a necessary place. Also a reminder to you to just check in with yourself and making sure you're like, do I just want to say this because I want to say it? Okay, that's a choice. Or is this necessary for me to say right now? This is a card of timing, and it's asking you to make sure that you're speaking your truth in right time. Okay? Taurus, Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, we've probably talked about her before, is a card of boundaries. It's about checking in and making sure that we are setting good boundaries for ourselves, but also not getting so tight in our boundaries that we don't let anybody in. It's important that we just be in a place of evaluation now. We have this new moon coming up. So with new moons, it's important to set intention. So again, evaluating, why are you putting this boundary in place? Is it because you don't want to be vulnerable? Or is it because this person's hurt you? So just checking in with yourself, because a friend of mine has been saying recently, like, boundaries are love, and we've been talking about how, like, yes, that is true, and sometimes boundaries prevent us from doing things or accessing lessons that are necessary for our growth. So just checking in about your boundaries and the motivations behind them. Gemini, Knight of Cups. I don't know if you can see these like bells on his jacket. So the Knight of Cups wears their heart on their sleeve. And I'm hearing this piece about the bells, Gemini, is that you are clearing space. Some people use bells like they would smudge or burn incense or something. It's a way to change the frequency and the vibration of a space. You are entering into a lot of spaces, both internally and externally, where there's just a lot of tension. And so you are taking on this job of trying to ease the tension, which is noble, and it's also a lot of effort. So recognize when you might need to step back from doing that work, and when you need to, the cards are flying off, and when you need to just take space. because if you do this for too long, you might become resentful of doing this kind of labor. So just check in, okay? Doing it outside is tricky. All right. Cancer, Ace of Pentacles. What I like about this, and I think I've said it before maybe, is that in this depiction, there's lilies and roses in an opposite color scheme as the Magician in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. And what I like this about that element is not only do aces show us available energy, Cancer, of like, okay, there is abundance available to you. I just looked up and there's like a tire or an inflatable ring in a tree right next to me, which is kind of like the pentacle in the sky. So what is available to you, and in order to bring it down, right, and in order to take that available energy and ground it in our experience, Cancer, we need to embody the Magician, right? We need to be that lightning rod, that channel for the universe. We need to take action, and we need to be the ones that are bringing possibilities into form. So look, you know, with this new moon, look at what intentions you're setting, and really make a commitment. It's going to be important for you to make a verbal commitment, and also to take a step, at least take one step that's moving you towards that thing, just to show to yourself more than anything that, you know, you are committed to this and you are gonna take that Magician energy and run with it. Leo. All right. Four of Cups reverse. I see this as energy you're moving away from, actually. So the Four of Cups, I've talked about Lindsay Mack's reading that really resonates me of, you can never miss what's meant for you. That's what she says about this card, and it came up in her podcast, Tarot for the Wild Soul. And so there's this element of waiting. We've been waiting, we've been processing, and in my view, digesting what we've imbibed from these three cups. And we are now beginning a new era where we're stepping into a time where we have more hunger. We're hungry for that fourth cup. We're ready to ingest it. We're ready for the opportunity that's available to us. So, Leo, take some time to reflect on what it is you're desiring, but you need to also look at, okay, I'm desiring this thing and maybe I haven't wanted to do that for several months. Why was that? What have I processed? It's important to pay attention to the work that you've been doing and to congratulate yourself on that work and really say, wow, good job, human. Like, I did that thing and now I'm ready to move on. That's really exciting. I'm so happy for you. Okay, great. Have a lovely week. Virgo. Two of Cups. Lots of cups. I'm really drawn to this archway right here, and I'm also thinking about like Alaska Native cultures that they will build, they'll use whalebone sometimes and it looks like an arch, just like having the whalebones there. If you're ever in Anchorage, highly recommend Anchorage, Alaska. Highly recommend checking out the Alaska Native Heritage Center. They have what I'm talking about there. It's a great resource to learn about the diverse peoples of Alaska. Just a little plug. Okay, but thinking about whale energy and this Two of Cups, which is about equal exchange and partnership. Whales live for a really long time, and most of them have pods and communities, you know, families. And the idea of family is really important to them. And for you, Virgo, I'm not seeing it necessarily as your birth family, but rather your chosen family. You're really beginning to see who those people are. And it's important for you to have a kind of like ritualized recognition of that family. You don't necessarily like need to send them an invitation, which is like, hi, you're invited to join my chosen family. Thanks, you made it. But if you want to, you know, that's kind of cute. But it is important for you to mark it somehow, and you will know how. Maybe it's on Instagram, creating, you know, a close friends list where you put them on it, you know. But showing the people in your life who have really shown up for you, showing them that you appreciate them is going to be paramount for you this week. It's going to make you feel good because you're recognizing all the people that love you. And there are a lot. All right, Libra. The Sun. Oh, my first time drawing this card. Damn, that sun is wild. Huh. What's interesting to me is none of the figures, the sun, this baby, or the horse, are looking at us. They're all kind of, and I've been noticing myself, I keep looking off camera because I'm looking at myself in the camera instead of the camera, like right there. But none of them are looking directly at the viewer. But what I'm hearing is that the sun, we still feel the sun. So, okay, Libra. Even if you are not ready to be fully seen, like fully exposed, fully vulnerable, fully recognized for who you are, trust that even without that public declaration, people still recognize you. People are still feeling your warmth and your generosity of spirit, and you're still being seen in some way. And so, yeah, you don't need to rush yourself to make any kind of declaration or any kind of decision or announcement. Trust that you are being seen, and maybe this is about self-recognition. Maybe this is about telling yourself, you know, some truths about who you are. It is being revealed to you and to others in good time, and in the meantime there is this warmth and understanding that is being encouraging you that when you're ready, that support is going to be there. All right, Scorpio. Four of Wands. I like this card for you. This is a really sweet card about recognizing what we can build together, what may have seemed impossible by ourselves, what is revealed in partnership. And it's not just in romantic sense, but that is a traditional reading of this card. Scorpio, your week is marked by a lot of like gratitude and recognition of how far you've come. We're moving towards the fall, we're moving towards your season, and you're deepening your reflection of yourself. And I just see a lot of like gratitude posts in your future, which is really sweet. And I think it's important to recognize also you and how integral you are to making this possible, and your power of bringing people together and making people feel really seen and appreciated. And when the lens is turned back on you to thank you for all that you've done, please accept those well wishes because you deserve them. Sagittarius, Three of Pentacles. what patience it takes to balance all of these stones. This steady work that you're doing to build something long lasting. Three of Pentacles is all about constructing something that's going to be there for the long haul. I think last week there was a call for you to be really patient with yourself. And this week is similar. It's like, okay, recognize the work that you're doing and how well it's holding up. Okay, that's the thing. Yeah, recognizing like the ways that you've already like integrated so many lessons, and the relationships that you have, like how they are already succeeding. Giving yourself like some credit. And I feel like you're gonna maybe have some challenging moments coming up, which, you know, as we do the September reading, maybe that will be revealed there. You might have some challenging moments coming up, so it's really important, I'm hearing, just to gas up, to fuel up, to build yourself up so that you're ready to take on whatever comes. And you are ready. That's what this Three of Pentacles is. It's like you are building a long-lasting, wonderful thing that's gonna stand, you know, through challenges. So Knight of Swords. Where are we? Sagittarius. Capricorn. Capricorn. Knight of Swords. He's like really going for it. It almost looks like he's kind of playing polo. When we talk about the knights, I always think of speed, and I think of Knight of Swords as being the quickest of the knights. He's just going for it. This is that decisive action. Oh, what an amazing progression for you, because last week you had Seven of Cups. From Seven of Cups to Knight of Swords. Like, you're going from like, oh, I don't know, cloudy confusion, there are so many options, I just want to do right by myself and by others, and then you're like, Knight of Swords, okay, I'm deciding, I'm going for it, I'm doing the thing. Like, yes, 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 what a progression. That is amazing. So this is just about leaning into the decisions that you're making. You don't have to worry that you're making baseless choices. You're not. You are so thoughtful, you are so grounded, and you really, you know, sometimes to your detriment, think things through. And so this Knight of Swords, just lean into it. Lean into your powerful decision making, your quick decisions, because even though you're able to say yes or no quickly, that's because it's rooted in hard-won wisdom, and you're just doing such an amazing job, and I'm so, so proud of you. Aquarius. The Star, oh my God, she is beautiful. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm getting very emotional about this depiction of her, because she's by the ocean and there's sand. I don't know, that just feels okay. Aquarius, you are both returning water to where it belongs, and also honoring the aquifer beneath. So you are pouring resource and energy back into yourself, into these deep places that you might not see, but fill you up and supply you with support. And you're also returning water to places that, you know, maybe it's like people are giving you energy and you're saying, thank you. I know that you're meaning well and you're caring about me, but I need to return this. This is not mine. This does not belong to me. In the beginning of Virgo season so far, I've really been practicing shaking my head no. And it's been very liberating. And there's something about her body language, or about their body language, about crossing, you know, and turning one way that is really interesting. And you might practice just saying no to things. I don't remember where I saw it. Maybe it was on a button. Queen May Butters makes these amazing buttons. I have so many of them. I love them. And one of them, I think, said, "Find your sacred no." And I'm really feeling that for you, Aquarius. And recognizing the power in that, the power in saying no, the power in being like, that's not quite in alignment and I'm waiting for what is. Whew, superstar. Make sure you're filling up your aquifer, filling up your support system, doing what you need. Maybe that's time away, doing something with water, definitely. Watering the garden, taking a bath, going for a walk, by the lake or something. Take care of yourself. And Pisces. Knight of Wands. Woo! Look how lush they are. I feel like we got this card last week. Knight of Wands is really about taking your desire to create and planting roots, which is interesting because normally that's how I would read Knight of Pentacles, but this Knight of Wands feels like there's just so much nature energy, right? Look at him. It's almost as if he's wearing like one of those camouflage that makes you look like a pile of leaves, like to hunt or something, but he's riding the animal that he would be hunting. So maybe there's something there, Pisces, of the thing that you felt you needed to compromise on in order to achieve the thing. You're able to achieve it with different means. And once you get it, your approach to it is different than you anticipated. So you might think that you have to, dress a certain way in your job interview, dress differently than you normally do, and then get the job, and then the job actually requires you to do different things or something. Or you go on a date with someone, and a lot of this is around like appearance and how you're showing up. So thinking about how you're showing up, how you anticipate being perceived by people, and how you're actually perceived is going to be really important. That's so different than I would normally read this card. But it is around confidence and desire and feeling desired and what makes you feel desired and what's your motivation behind social engagements. Are you interacting with people in order to feel better about yourself, trying to get, a hit of confidence? Nothing wrong with that. That's totally reasonable. Just really checking in with your motivations and social engagements and how you're showing up physically in those spaces. All right, I'm going to draw a card for the collective for our week ahead. Great. Four of Pentacles. We are feeling like we've been gathering resources. I'm thinking of this chest here with the key as a kind of cache, We are gathering our resources and stowing them away for when we're ready to act upon them, when we're ready to start our project, start that relationship, leave that job, do whatever the thing is. So it's saving money, it's setting aside time, it's checking out books from the library, and doing all these kind of preparatory things in order to ensure our success. Really great Virgo season beginning situation going on here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you can hear me with the wind and the city noises. It was nice to be outside, and I'm grateful to be able to do it this way today. All right, I will talk to you later. Bye.